AARP Hawaii put out a statement yesterday calling for nursing homes to require booster shots for residents and staff.
Now joining us live to talk about that is AARP Hawaii State Director Keali'i Lopez. Keali'i, thank you for joining us. Tell us why AARP felt immediate action needed to be taken on this matter.
This is an issue that, AARP is concerned about across the country. One of the things is that we've seen the increase in nursing home cases amongst residents and staff increase, even in some cases above what they were last winter. And the key piece, again, around all of that is the CDC has come out with information saying that a booster shot absolutely will help in a situation where someone potentially catches Omicron. So, for example, here in Hawaii, we had about 229 cases with staff in nursing homes and about 49 cases amongst residents. Again, that's, the concern is kupuna, and especially those in nursing homes, are really, frail and potentially at great harm if they were to contract COVID.
And have you been speaking with some of the kupuna and just some of their concerns that they've shared with you folks?
The things that we've seen really have been more around family members who are concerned about their loved ones. One of the challenges for many of them is knowing whether there is COVID within the facility that their family member is in, and understanding what they can do to confirm those issues. So we hope the Department of Health especially can reach out and, assist those nursing homes. They want to do a good job. And so hopefully they're able to get staff support that they need, assistance with protective equipment, but really most importantly, helping those nursing homes get people vaccinated. Again, we're calling for a mandatory vaccination for nursing home staff and residents with the booster with the Omicron.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, in fact, in the statement, only 42% of the nursing staff here has gotten the booster. That was back in mid-December. Does that kind of alarm you that just 42% of the staff at nursing homes are fully vaccinated like that?
Absolutely. I mean, that is just as Hawaii was very diligent about getting people the first 2 doses. We have to be just as diligent, or if not more diligent, in getting folks that booster shot. That is a lag. We're hoping the state is able to work with the nursing homes and these facilities to get people vaccinated. So only 42% of staff and 69% of residents have gotten a booster. That needs to increase to where Hawaii has been in the lead, up in the 80%, 90 percentile. And again, this is just a critical thing. It's clear that the booster makes a difference.
And one other question, I was kind of alarmed by this too. It says the state has not updated their dashboard on long-term care facilities since October, but they're supposed to do it weekly. What's going on there?
Whether it's just that they're inundated having to deal with Omicron and all of the challenges that's been for folks, that's still not a good reason. We don't know and are hopeful that, letting them know that people are interested and paying attention to that. That's an issue that AARP Hawaii has been advocating for from the very beginning, which is greater transparency so that people know, which facilities, especially if your loved one is there, which facilities have COVID.
Yeah, and so what is your message to people that are in nursing homes and to their families to encourage them to get that booster?
They should be so family members should be contacting the facility and finding out what their efforts are and steps they're taking to, one, get their family member getting the booster shot, but also finding out what kind of protocols that those facilities have. Meaning, if someone gets COVID, what are they doing to make sure it doesn't spread? Making sure that they know whether their loved one and be able to speak to their loved one as to how they're feeling, whether they themselves have gotten the booster shot. The other thing out there just to everyone is that COVID comes into those facilities through the community. People have to do their part and their kuleana in making sure other people don't get sick. Please get vaccinated, get your booster.
And we're talking about staff and residents of these nursing homes, but what about the people who visit these nursing homes? What are your thoughts about that? Because they come in from the public as well.
Absolutely, they should have the booster. I would, recommend any family member who's wanting to, although it's really difficult to be able to visit your loved one anyway, but if you were able to, you absolutely should take precautions and make sure you've got your full vaccination and the booster, and then do all the other things that you need to do to make sure. I mean, the Omicron has been so widespread that it's unusual, I think, at this point. You folks might know, to at least know maybe 5 people have got COVID.
Okay, we're running out of time here, but thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Sure.